What I want to do in this video is just kind of give you a a Reader's Digest version of how to use WordPress, because I want to get you to the point at least where you can post, you know what's going on. There are some things you can customize with WordPress and lots of options and features. Most of that stuff, though, I think pretty much all of it, covered very well on the WordPress site in the form of tutorials. So, and that's available for free all over the internet. You'll find all kinds of stuff about how to use WordPress. So, not really necessary to go in depth on everything. However, I do want you to know some of the basics right now so that you can start using this and start generating content and traffic. As you can see here on our blog, we have no entries because we cleaned out all the default stuff, right? So let's go over here to the dashboard, and I'm going to go to Posts, and then I'm going to click Add New. Now here at Add New Post, if you're doing that SEO kind of stuff, remember you want to put in some keywords there for your title. This is the title for the post that you are now creating. I'll just come up with something like more guitar tips. And then beneath the title, this is the area down here where you will actually type your article. If you know how to use a word processor, you're pretty much already there, because these buttons are very similar to that. And they actually have some more buttons. If you click this little guy on the end, some more buttons pop down and give you even more options for formatting. Okay. What I'm going to do, instead of typing all this over again, I actually have an article already written, and I'm going to grab it off screen here, and let's copy that, and I will just paste it here. But I will show you how these things up here work. If I wanted to bold something, I select the text, click B for bold, and you can see there it gets bolded. This allows you to see what's called a WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get type environment, where you can actually see how it's going to look. These bullet points things right here, that is just a matter of selecting these bullet points here. Okay, so you can turn that off and on if you want to create a bulleted list. And that's pretty much it. You know, I wish I could say that there was some bells and whistles and tough stuff for you to learn here, but there really isn't as far as using WordPress. Over here on the right, we've got Publish Settings. You know, your article isn't live until you actually publish it. You can choose different formatting, and I am also going to do a category here. The articles that you write, they should be categorized. That helps people find them. And if they want more articles on certain thing, and I'll just put guitar tips, and then that way any articles that I put in there are going to be guitar tips, and they can easily find those. I'll even add some tags. And we're working now on our local blog because we want to create content here that we can send people to. And I'll go ahead and click Publish. And what you will see now is if I go over here to our blog and hit refresh, there we go. There's our content. Now, let's add another one. I can click Add. Oh, you know what? Let me give you a tip here. See the permalink thing here? By default, WordPress uses this permalink format, which is cheesy. Click Change Permalinks here. And let's go with something like month and name. Because what we want, check this out. Let's go back to my post. Let's edit that. Look what my permalink is now, since I changed that. It is the title of my post. What that gives me is for SEO purposes. Now I've got the keyword in the URL, which is a very good thing to do. Let's click Add New. And let's do another one. Guitar playing tips. Again, I've already got an article off screen here that I'm going to copy and paste. And your articles, note this, watch. Give that a minute to catch up here. Down at the bottom, WordPress is going to give you a word count as you're typing. See that? It's jumped up to 270. 250, 300 words, totally fine. So you don't have to write a whole lot of stuff. So I'm going to publish this, and then I'm going to actually show you a new kind of campaign that you can do that is really, really excellent. Let's go to the instant traffic robot, and I'm going to create a new campaign. We'll call this Rewrite My Posts. Okay, and for content source, I'm going to click the drop down and do this blog. This blog just means exactly that. This blog, it means get the content from this blog. And we'll do the guitar tips category, and we'll do one post every 24 hours. And in this particular case, this is where you really want to pay attention to the unique content automatically rewrite option, because you don't want to post duplicate content of your own content to somebody else's blog, or to this other blog.com account. So this will allow the software to rewrite that article and post the rewritten copy to the blog, and it does it automatically. Let's add a new category, guitar tips, to the remote blog. And what I'm going to do, I'll get the URL there. And paste that here. I'll add some tags here. And save it. Campaign save. Let's go back to that campaign. Rewrite my post. Let's go ahead and post now. And it might take a while to actually run, because the whole rewriting thing, it does take a little while. And actually, you know what? It's not going to do it because it's 10:45 and my options are set to 11. So let's change that to 9 o'clock, and Wednesday's going to be okay. So you can see how those time setting things work right now, right? Since it wasn't set for that time, it didn't actually do it. Let's see if it'll do it yet. This is going to go to Cool Guitar Lessons and Tips, which is this one. Let's do a refresh and see if it posted. I may need to. Yep, there it did. And what we would do is, if we put these articles side by side, we would notice that there are, differences in the article that make it so that it is not an identical piece of literature. Okay, so that the search engines, when they see it, they see two different articles. Okay, let's go over a couple of other WordPress things here real quick. Media, we're not going to fool with right now. Links, we won't deal with. Well, we're not using that feature, so we're going to not deal with that just yet. Pages, I will show you here. Right now we have a sample page, and you'll notice on the blog, right here we have home and we have sample page. Let's edit this sample page, and we'll call it About Us. And we'll delete all the content here. Put information about us here. Okay, you put whatever you want there. Update it. Let's edit the permalink to About Us. Good deal. Let's go back here and refresh. What you'll see is now it says About Us. If people click on that, bam, there's our About Us information that we would put there. So these pages, what they are is static pages. Let's add a new one. With the blog stuff, the normal posts, those change dynamically. You'll notice here that every time I write something, the new thing that I wrote, the last thing that I wrote, shows up first. So this page is constantly changing. It's very dynamic. These static pages are the same. Here on the static page guitar lessons, I can have some helpful information and some lists to other products, and of course those will be with affiliate links. What are affiliate links, you say? Well, I will tell you in the next video actually. Now you can see there I've got guitar lessons. So people could click on that and there would be affiliate links there. Okay, let's see if there's anything else we want to look at. Let me close this extra window here. That's pages, comments. If people visit your blog, they might post comments, and here you can approve or reject those comments. Appearance. This is getting a little deep into WordPress, so I'm not going to do too much here, but you can actually very easily change the look of your website. You've got widgets, menus, background, and header stuff that you can change to make your blog look totally different. Because anybody who installs a WordPress blog, this is exactly what their blog looks like by default at the very beginning, this picture and this layout. You can change that. You can go out and get themes that totally change the way your blog looks. Let me show you how to do one of these. Let's say I want to find a 2-column theme, and I want something. Let's look for guitar. Just if there happens to be anything that has to do with guitar. That one there does. Let's just go ahead and click install. Install now. And then once it is downloaded, unpacked, and installed, I can activate it. And this is one of the beauties of WordPress, folks. Watch this. Here's my old blog. I'm going to click refresh, and it is that simple to change it to a nice looking, professional looking website. And that's all you got to do. You don't have to pay big bucks for a web design. Just go out and find a cool looking theme, change it, bam, you're done. All your links are all still the same thing. Okay, everything is still the same here. The content is all the same. The only thing that is different is now the look of the website. Okay, very easy to do. And that's going to be it for what we deal with WordPress itself. Like I said, there are other things here. It does a whole lot of stuff. You can go to WordPress.com, WordPress.org, both those sites, and you can find tutorials on how to use WordPress and even customize it further. Up next, though, what we're going to do is talk about ways to monetize this website, and we actually will learn a little bit about some of the features, in particular widgets, coming up next.